केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Dear friends, I welcome you all first, joyful heart. You all come to have a spiritual knowledge. I want to explain few things about spiritual knowledge. There are three kinds of knowledge in the world. The first is intellectual knowledge. Logic, mathematics, science, whatever we have studied from the young age in the schools, colleges, university, all these things are intellectual knowledge which we receive from a teacher. Information, like informations. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. Logic, mathematics, science of the outer world. Whatever you have studied, almost everything is intellectual knowledge. If you want to have intellectual knowledge, if your head is open, if your brain is open, if you are sitting in a place and receiving the information, that is enough. Nothing more is necessary. There is next level of knowledge, heart. The knowledge, the things belong to the region of art, which we call art, painting, poetry, sculpture. All those things belongs to the region of art. They don't belong to the region of head. You cannot learn swimming by having a guide how to swim. You can never learn art having a book how to do a painting. No. You need little bit of heart. You can never make a poetry just by intellectual knowledge. If you try to write a poem only with the head, the poetry will be missing in the poem. It will be only the dead skeleton of the poetry, never the poetry itself. To make the poetry, to make a ultimate poem, to make a poem with poetry, you need to have heart. The next zone, the next dimension of your being must be opened. A Zen master, he used to teach how to make pottery. He's an enlightened man. He used to teach the people how to make pots. By teaching pottery, he used to give them enlightenment or meditation. When somebody comes and asks him, "Master, can you teach me how to make pots?" He will tell, "I can't teach you, but you can learn." I can't teach, but you can learn. So if you want to learn things about art, you need not only your head, your heart also. Only your head will not do. With head, you can learn all the informations. When the poetry is written, who wrote, how many words, what is the chandas, or what is the language. You can collect all the informations about poetry. But with heart only, you will be able to digest the poetry. Without heart, you will be able to have only the information, but not the poetry itself. To go for the next dimension, you need heart. The spiritual knowledge is the third dimension. It is not only head, not only heart, it needs being also. It is something more than head and heart. It needs your whole consciousness, your whole being. To have intellectual knowledge, your head is enough. To have emotional knowledge, your heart is enough. But to have a spiritual knowledge, your whole conscious needs to be opened. Your whole being needs to be opened up. You need to open your whole being. Unless you put your whole being to have a spiritual experience, to have a spiritual knowledge, is not possible. You need to open up your whole being to have a spiritual glimpse or a spiritual knowledge. What I mean when I say open up your whole being? What I mean when I say put your whole consciousness? There are a few things. If you can understand these few things, you will be able to put your whole consciousness. You will be able to have the maximum from these 2 days. If you attend this class only with the head, when you go out, you will tell, Swami spoke nicely. That's all. Nothing else will happen. He spoke nicely. Whatever he said sounds so right, so nice. Yes, it is true. If you do it with a little bit of heart, yes, whatever meditations he gave, it works nicely. It does have some effect on us. Only that much. But if you open up your being, you will be able to see the spiritual transformation in you. Transformation does not need days, it needs intensity. Please be aware, spiritual transformation means don't think it takes at least 12 years. Don't think it takes at least 10 years of sadhana, long time of mantra diksha, long time of mantra japa. No, nothing like that. If you know how to use the right key, and if you have got the right key from the master, any big door can be opened in a minute. Because we don't have the right key, we go on postponing, we go on suffering in front of the big doors. So with the right key, transformation is now and here. Nothing needs to be postponed. So never have a prejudice. Oh, how can I have spiritual transformation in these 2 days? How can I have God in a weekend? Never think. God doesn't need days, He needs only the intensity. Intensity to open up. People say that knock and it shall be given. I say God is already knocking our door, only we need to open. Sometimes He even bangs, but we have shut the door so tightly. And not only that, we suspect it may be thief. So just have a little bit of opening sense. That is enough. Just if you can open yourself, that is enough. Nothing else is necessary. When you come and sit here, leave your mind and shoes outside. What I mean by it? Just for next 48 hours, drop your regular routine, the time consciousness, the idea of what next, when I will go, what is next, the idea of expecting the future. You are continuously living on future. You will not feel relaxed unless you know what is next. What is next? What is next? You don't allow the future to happen by itself. You wanted to know, and then you will have a plan about the future mentally. You just project your past on the future. Just for next 48 hours, relax. Don't bother about your business. house or any other your so-called commitments. Yes, you have commitment, everything is perfectly okay. Do you think just the next 48 hours if you don't attend, something very big wrong is going to happen? No. Just for next 48 hours, relax and give chance to God. We never give chance to God. We always work by ourselves so thoroughly, so completely. Our network is pinned. No space for God is left. Even if God wants to enter in our life, we don't give Him space or time. Now, next 48 hours, I think it's not even 48 hours, till tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, maybe hardly 36 or 40 hours. Just for next 40 hours, relax completely. Don't bother anything, just forget the world. Just forget the world and give a small trial to God. Give a little bit of time to your own self, appointment with yourself. I always tell, meditation is appointment with yourself. You give so much of appointments to so many people, to so many persons. You never give appointment to yourself. This is the time you can give appointment to yourself. It is the time you are spending for yourself. So next 40 hours, completely given to God. Don't bother about anything. Just completely relax. Never allow your mind to work in its own way about thinking what next, thinking what next, thinking what next.